Hey, it's Alger and Greif with the Oregonian here with Tyson Alger of the Oregonian. Oregon just beat Colorado 44-10 at Autzen Stadium. Big win for Oregon, puts them, give them their 7th straight 10-win season. They're 10-1, 7-1 in Pac-12 play. Oregon State is next, but before we look too far ahead, this game was really good for Oregon in what could be Marcus Mariota's final game at Autzen Stadium. A lot of takeaways from this game. What stands out to you immediately?
I think you hit the nail on the head there with the whole Marcus Mariota potentially being his final game. Nobody has said whether or not he's going to go off to the NFL next year, but you kind of got that sense today. He gets pulled in the 4th quarter. Everyone thought Jeff Locke was coming out for the start of the series. They put Marcus in there just for a handoff, just so he could kind of get pulled and have kind of a standing ovation. And it was a really kind of just cool moment where the whole crowd is chanting like Mariota. And you know, Marcus isn't a guy that's going to let you in too much with his emotions and how he's feeling, but you know, that was definitely a big kind of cool moment for him if this ends up being his final game at Autzen Stadium.
And he acknowledged he was taking mental snapshots of the student section and the crowd, preparing himself for, if this is the end, to soak it all in. I think one of my takeaways is the defense. Obviously, Marcus is going to come out of this with all our headlines. We've written them in some way about
like 7 of them.
But the defense was terrific. This was season lows with 226 yards for Colorado and 20 points. But with their quarterback uncertainty, Jordan Gerke started in the place of Sefo Liufau. Liufau then replaced him in the second half.
Yeah.
I thought was really impressive was Troy Hill's work on Nelson Spruce. Spruce came in 9.9 catches per game, got 2 for 16 yards. That was really big. I think, again, Troy Hill deserves a lot of credit for that. But they also, Don Pelham said the defensive line, something that didn't stand out, was because they were able to rush the quarterback so well, they could basically devote an extra defender to the passing game. That's something that won't be seen in the scorebook tomorrow, but was vital to basically making this an out-of-hand blowout, really, from the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, I thought that shutdown of Spruce was incredibly important. I mean, every week, teams playing Colorado have a game plan around that guy. Mark Helfrich said as much earlier this week. And a guy who has 99 catches has 2 for 16 yards. That effectively took away Colorado's biggest offensive weapon and basically made it so Oregon's defense could just have fair game on in the backfield.
A lot of milestones today. Marcus Mariota, the 6th player in FBS history to reach 9,000 career passing yards, 2,000 career rushing yards. Just some guys like Robert Griffin III, Tim Tebow, Colin Kaepernick are in that group. Yeah. Pretty good, esteemed group. Royce Freeman, 1,000 yards, first true freshman to do that. And Gary Campbell, the running back coach, had a lot of praise for him.
Yeah, Frank, I asked Campbell, you know, you're getting this freshman who's approaching numbers of former greats like LaMichael James and Jonathan Stewart, and I asked him, you know, is it fair to start comparing him to these guys? And frankly, he said yes. You know, they had a lot of expectations for this guy coming in. I don't think any player had this much hype on this roster, at least coming into the season. Yeah. He's met all those expectations, and he had another great game today. I think he had about 98 yards on the ground.
About 105 yards.
105 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
He had a better game than I thought he did.
Fourth 100-yard game.
2 touchdowns. He's at 16 now. He broke LaMichael's 15 record.
Yeah. It was a big day for Oregon all the way around. You can split the praise any way you want it. Huge day for Oregon. They get a couple days off next week with Thanksgiving. Then at Reser Stadium, November 29th, for the regular season finale. But if Oregon plays like they're doing today, they could play in 4 more games. Yep. Civil War, Pac-12 title game, and then maybe 2 college football playoff games. They looked really good today.